Olá, bem-vindos.
Olá, bem-vindos.
Hello and welcome to another episode. And in this one, I think that we should talk about restaurants and cafes.
That's something you need to know when you come to Portugal because the food.
A comida,
And the wine
o vinho,
and coffee.
o café,
You need to know how to order stuff.
It's probably the most important part of a trip if you're traveling to Portugal.
I
It's
agree.
food.
You get to know the culture through food.
Because you can see castles, you can visit Sintra, but at the end of the day, if you don't have good coffee and wine and cerveja beer and good bread,
o pão,
Yeah, you need to try many restaurants.
and we're going to help you.
We have a list of useful sentences for you to navigate restaurants. The first thing you might want to do is call the restaurant and make a reservation.
That's a
right?
good idea.
I'll be the client.
Okay.
You're the waiter. So I may want to call and ask if you're open. Olá, estão abertos?
Sim, senhor. Estamos abertos até meia-noite.
So I just asked, hi, are you open? Olá, estão abertos? And Joel answered, sim, senhor. Yes, sir. Estamos abertos. We're open. Até à meia-noite. Until midnight.
Right. Which is pretty common because restaurants do stay open pretty late.
We have dinner late. They're open till late. That's common. So next thing is making the reservation. I'll ask, posso fazer uma reserva? And the person on the other side may answer two things. Yes, you can.
Yeah. Sim, pode.
Or that they're full.
Estamos cheios.
Yeah. Estamos cheios or estamos cheios. We're full.
Right.
Um,
And maybe the restaurant will ask you, para que horas? Right? For what time?
for what time? Para que horas? And I'll answer, para as 8. For 8 o'clock.
The restaurant might also ask you, how many people? Para quantas pessoas? Right?
Sim. Para quantas pessoas or quantas pessoas são? How many people are there? And I'll say, let's say 4 people. Quatro pessoas. Or if it's 2, duas pessoas.
Fica em que nome?
Fica em que nome? It's under which name? Em nome de Jack Sparrow.
The pirate?
The pirate. Yeah,
Okay.
Jack Sparrow. Jack Sparrow. And he's visiting Portugal.
Okay. So I'll do a summary as the restaurant. Então, uma reserva para as 8 horas em nome do Jack Sparrow para 4 pessoas.
Sim. Isso mesmo.
Ding. Okay, so we have this scenario where you're calling the restaurant, but what if you're just walking in, you just want to take a risk and see if there's a table?
Yeah, you open the door, you peek inside, and you say, Olá, estão abertos? So the same question, are
Yep.
you open?
Abrimos às 8.
Abrimos às 8.
Yeah.
We will open at 8.
Yeah, and it's pretty common that restaurants aren't open until, 7 or 8 p.m.
I would say 7.
Yeah, so you're not going to go there expecting a meal at 5 or 6 like you might in North America, for example.
Nah.
If they say, estamos cheios, then you could ask, how long is the wait time?
Quanto tempo demora? Or qual é o tempo de espera? So the first one is quanto tempo demora means how long will it take or does it take? And qual é o tempo de espera? What's the waiting time?
And hopefully it won't be too long because you'll be hungry after tasting wine all day and visiting all of the castles. And
Castles.
Yeah.
Europe's castles.
Portugal's just castles. That's it.
estão abertos? Qual é o tempo de espera? Fica em que nome? Queria reservar uma mesa para 6 pessoas.
Tenho uma reserva em nome de Pedro Soares. Tenho uma reserva em nome de Pedro Soares.
Tenho uma reserva em nome de Pedro Soares.
Tenho uma reserva em nome de Pedro Soares.
Here's a tip to help you make the most of your study sessions. Use as many modalities as possible. In other words, add some variety. We use language in many different forms: reading, writing, speaking, and listening. When we connect the words we read and hear to the words we write and speak, it helps our brain make the connections necessary to communicate more naturally. So think of all the different ways you can practice, both producing and comprehending language. Let's use reading a book as an example. By reading a Portuguese book, you're using one important modality: reading. To take it a step further, you could write a summary of what you just read. To bring it all full circle, to include speaking and listening, you could then have a conversation with someone in Portuguese about that book. So right there, we took a one-dimensional skill like reading text on a page and made it a more well-rounded learning tool. If you can incorporate more modalities like this into your language learning, you'll be on the fast track to Portuguese fluency.